Hi guys, so it's me. This is probably my second vlog. It is February 24th, and today was the day that I went and got my liver tested. So yeah, that was fun. I wound up seeing my gallbladder. The lady who did my ultrasound, sonogram, whatever you want to call it. She wouldn't tell me what she saw, but pretty much I saw my gallbladder, which is this big white spot, like pretty much right in the middle. So that pretty much confirms that I have a gallstone. And from what it looked like a relatively large gallstone compared to what was the outline of my gallbladder. So yeah, I kind of wanted to get a little picture of it so I could bring it home and put it on my fridge, but she wouldn't let me. So yeah. So pretty much back to it. After having all the results come back and my cholesterol being high and, just pretty much worried, like the thing that I'm most panicked about, and I think the best dieting tip that's pretty much helped me is that I'm afraid that everything I eat is going to make my heart explode. So that's a good thing. And then I've got to stop and I've got to actually look and see how much cholesterol is in each piece of food that I eat. So I guess that's good because it made me stop and think about, what I'm ingesting, what I'm putting into my body. Pretty much what I was sitting there making this for today is because I actually had a girlfriend of mine. She sent me this. This is, you can't really read it, but this is Mugwort. Alright, now Mugwort, it's good for a bitter tonic for the liver, used for relaxation, settling down an overactive mind, meditation, and you can even roll it into a cigar. So you can also burn it around your house for smudging, if you believe in that sort of thing, just basically for spiritual awakening. So I have a nice little cup that I made. Yes, I purposely picked out those cups. No, it's not just because somebody gave them to me. I actually bought them because I don't know why. I like vintage, old style stuff. And honestly, the tea is actually pretty good. It suggests the recipe that I did, or the recipe that I followed. What it suggests is that you use a teaspoon of this, and you put it into one of your tea strainers to where it's not going to have just the herbs floating around and everything. You infuse it for about 10 minutes in hot water, and you can add either a little bit of honey, or you can add some mint, or you can add citrus to it. Me, I wind up having some beet rock sugar that I bought from a tea shop somewhere. And it's a beet rock sugar. I took and I mixed that in there, and I've got this fairly decent size, you know, I guess teapot, but it's like, it looks like something that would be for a iced tea, but you can use it for hot tea too, so I'm pretty much just using it for that. I think I made about like 3 cups worth. Also, Mugwort is supposed to give you some really, really crazy ass dreams, so I figured that I'm gonna take and finish off my probably finish off what I made, and then I'll probably go upstairs and I'll go to bed because I've got to work in the morning. If I have some really interesting dreams, most likely I am just gonna make another vlog either tomorrow or the day after, depending on what my work schedule is like. So I will let you guys know. Right now, I know I don't have anybody really watching this. I wasn't anticipating it because I'm not really putting it out there on my social media or anything like that. So if people come across it, I hope it helps them out to understand, what you go through whenever you've made the decision to take and pretty much change your life. And, yeah, I'm excited. And it's kind of getting closer and closer. I've already finished off my last class, and I'm like just excited. I'm scared about the results for the sonogram for my liver because I don't know what I'm looking at whenever it's my liver, but like I said, I saw what they had printed in there saying gallbladder underneath of it, and that big white spot in the middle. Pretty much, yeah, I think that's kind of like not even trying to Yeah, that's pretty obvious. It was gallstone. Um, and it was like pretty much after I got up, from the table, the young lady who was doing my ultrasound, sitting there doing everything, she asked me, she goes, "Oh, have you been having abdominal pain recently?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I had a gallbladder attack back in November." So that was pretty much, I think, kind of confirming it. Like I said, I'm really hoping that my liver's, semi normal, but like, the whole thing is that when your gallbladder kind of goes up, it messes with your liver too. And the problem is that if my liver won't shrink down, I mean, because my diet's been pretty strict. I mean, I haven't steered 1 minute from my diet. My diet has been pretty steady with, absolutely nothing that would have like high sugar or anything with cholesterol in it, anything that would bother it. I'm still doing the turmeric, which I probably should have brought over here to show you guys. Um, oops. So what I'm actually taking, I am taking turmeric. I'm taking about 1,000 milligrams a day. Now you can take and you can pretty much pick this up. I'm gonna say pretty much anywhere that sells like vitamins and even holistic medicines. I actually bought that at my local Vitamin World, but it's available at GNC and I'm pretty sure vitamin shops and probably anywhere that would just take and basically sell mainly vitamins. I'm also taking 1,000 milligrams of flaxseed oil. Flaxseed oil is supposed to be heart healthy, so that would actually bring down your cholesterol as well. And I'm taking 1,000 milligrams of that a day. I'm also taking odorless garlic, which you kind of want, because the problem is that when you take garlic can come out of your skin and it can make you smell like garlic. But what they don't talk about is when you take garlic, be prepared that you want to be alone, because when you first start taking garlic, before you get adjusted to it, you don't want anyone standing downwind, because they might not be your friend afterwards. And also, I am taking, you can see I got this from GNC, I am taking apple cider vinegar tabs. Now, apple cider vinegar is awesome for a lot of reasons. Now, if people want to take and say I'm crazy, that's fine. They're more than welcome to. But apple cider vinegar is one of those great things that you can take for pretty much anything. It lowers your cholesterol, it stabilizes your sugar, and it helps your liver. Now, the whole thing about apple cider vinegar, it's like vinegar is kind of one of those natural antibiotics. So it's great. Like you can take it with some honey and, it helps the flavor, and it has so many benefits for you. So I really suggest that right now. I made my husband, because he's got like a little bit of eczema, on certain areas of his body. So I mix that with like some coconut oil, and he can rub those on those certain areas with his eczema, and those, it really helps him. It makes him stop itching. Of course, sometimes like you don't smell as nice as you'd like to, but if it helps, avoiding using like a steroid. So yeah. Also, I've completely cut all the fun stuff out of my diet. Like, I'm not doing any kind of chocolate whatsoever, and I love chocolate. You have no idea. And the big, huge test was my husband took me out to lunch right after I got my ultrasound, because, before this ultrasound, I wasn't allowed to eat or drink 6 hours beforehand. So my ultrasound was at like 2:30, so I hadn't eaten anything after, 7. So he wound up taking me out to lunch, and, I had a pretty healthy lunch. I had like lentil soup, and he decided that he was really hungry still, so he decided to get himself my absolute favorite dessert in the world, which was Death by Chocolate. It's this huge mousse chocolate cake with this hard layer of chocolate on top, and it sits on top of a brownie, and it's absolutely delicious, and I didn't touch it. I didn't do anything with it. I just kept drinking my water happily, and I was actually quite proud of myself. So I thought that was really good. That was probably saying that I'm ready to make this change that I need to make to be a healthier person. So, yeah. I think that's about it. Like I said, I will see what this tea causes. If it causes these crazy, crazy dreams, I'll probably make another video tomorrow, or I'll make it soon enough. If not, then I don't know. I guess I'll take and I'll try to see you guys next week, or as soon as I can. Um, Hopefully, good things from the doctor. Like I said, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you know, you got gallstones," and it's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, and no shit," but so it is what it is. Hopefully, things go a little bit smoother. Oh yeah, one last thing. If you're gonna be somebody that's gonna be interested in getting a gastric sleeve, you better get used to getting something like this. I actually have two of these. These are my smaller ones. These are my vitamins that I'm taking currently right now. Yeah, you can see like there's my turmeric pill in there and my apple cider vinegar. And you're going to have to get used to taking a bunch of pills beforehand because they want to make sure that you're not vitamin deficient before you take and you get the procedure. Also, after you get the procedure, you will be taking vitamins for the rest of your life. Pretty much what happens is that I went through Amazon and I bought about 80, maybe a little bit less than that. I think I bought about $60 worth of vitamins. Now, what you have to do is everything has to be chewable for the first 6 months. I won't be able to take any of my gel caps or anything like that, but I'm hoping that with the huge amount of weight that I should take and I should lose with getting the sleeve, that my cholesterol is just going to drop on its own. Now, the only problem is that I'm still worried about my liver. Like, if my liver is enlarged, they're not going to want to take and do a microscopic, so that means that they're pretty much going to have to do an open sleeve surgery, which means I would probably be out for about 8 weeks, and I really don't want to be out that long. I was only hoping for maybe 2 or 3 weeks of recovery time and, seeing where I go from there. But it's kind of like, I'm trying to keep myself busy, trying to keep my mind off of it. I'm really hoping that my liver comes back normal, that the only reason my enzymes were up was because of the gallstone. But like I said, I will let you know, the whole probably one or two that have watched these videos, I will let you know what is going on with this. So I will see you guys soon. Bye.